Sawadee大家好. My name is Cat Vlogs and welcome back to my channel. Right now you're watching Cat Vlogs and please make sure to like this video, subscribe down below and join the Cat Vlogs family. So for today's video, I'm finally going to be talking about a highly requested video, and I've already done two parts of this video previously, which was how I study Thai and how I study Chinese. But for today's topic, I'll mainly focus on how I study Thai apart from using the resources that I used in the previous video. So the four main resources that I will be talking about today are mainly focused on social media, YouTube, internet such as Google, and also different websites which I will share, and applications that you can use on your phone. So are you guys excited to learn how I learned to read and write and speak a little bit of Thai? Guys, first of all, I'm saying that I'm not fluent. My level is nowhere near to fluent. I'm just sharing my personal tips of how I learn, how I study, and this is just a journey that I want to bring you guys along. So please do keep on watching and let's go. Guys, the first part that I mainly focused on when I was studying Thai was to learn how to read and write Thai. Personally saying, I think that speaking is more important, but I think that if you're able to read and write, it will give you a wider perception on how the language works and the sentence structuring and the vocabulary to use in each phrase, and etc. etc. So the first things I'm going to be talking about is the steps that I used to learn the vocabulary. So step one that I actually used was to watch this video from Thai Pod 101, which I'll put a picture right here, which you can find on YouTube. Thai Pod 1 offered this video course where you can learn the Thai alphabet in less than 15 minutes. Finish watching the videos from Thai Pod 101, I would recommend you to go and visit Mani Books. Mani Books has a book range from 1 to level 6. 1 being the beginner, absolute beginner level, and 6 being the extreme advanced level. Currently, I'm on book number 4 and I'm really proud of that. And basically, my books are old books which used to be used in Thailand to teach elementary kids how to read and how to read Thai. The books are a bit outdated, but if you want to learn Thai reading at a quite fast pace, I would recommend you to do this. And when you read the Mani books, you can have a choice to have the romanization and English subtitles, or you can also take them out. And my number one tip for you guys is, if you read, first of all, use the romanization for the first day, and then once you get confident, take out the romanization and only use it when you really need it. This is the main tip. Usually if you see the romanization compared to the writing, to their alphabet, our eyes and mind will be more focused towards reading the romanization because we think it's much easier to remember, but in fact you're not learning the alphabet at all. This is just my opinion, and without the romanization it is much more helpful to learn fast. Step 2 is for the more advanced intermediate level. So after you finish reading a certain amount of Mani books, you can move on to this step number 2, which involves Netflix and YouTube. So Netflix is a great application to learn any language you want, not just Thai in particular. So recently I found out about this application where you can download on Google Chrome. It's a Chrome extension and it will help you to have dual subtitles. You can choose up to 2 languages. If you choose more, then you have to pay a subscription fee, but I'm using the free one. So basically what it does is it gives you the Thai romanization of everything that the Thai drama or Thai movie is saying, and then what I will do is that when I see something that I didn't know, I'll pause the video, write it down with the romanization translation, and then practice it over and over. This is a great tip for practicing your listening skills and also your writing skills, and This method is the best method because it will teach you how to communicate daily with people. Because usually the books that we use are kind of old-fashioned and people don't really say like things in those ways. So this book will help you to speak like native Thai speakers. I would recommend you to watch at least 2 to 3 Thai videos on YouTube every day, and I'll give you guys some few YouTubers which you can watch, such as Bilaska, The Snack, My Mate Nate. Also we have Eat Guide if you're interested in food, Guy Horror Family, a very lovely channel, family friendly, and also DJ Petja. And then if you want to use YouTube for Thai lessons, I recommend you these 4 channels. The first one is Biu, the second one is Learn Thai and English, and third one is Learn Thai with Ura Thai, and fourth one is Banana Thai. Step is moving on towards after you feel a bit more confidence of where you're at with your reading and listening skills. This one is for basically advanced, because when you read big paragraphs you might think you get a little bit worried because it's too compact, too much in one thing. So I would recommend you guys to read small extracts from Thai news and also practice reading this. It's very good. It's very formal, so you also understand the formal way of communicating, and also you will learn how to discuss more serious topics. I would recommend you guys to watch your favorite celebrities live videos on Instagram or TikTok where there's no absolute subtitles, no English spoken at all, and this is the best listening practice. Just try to seek for the words that you already know and try to put them in the way that they're saying and then repeat after them. Also, if you hear any word that you don't know, make sure to write them down as well. So that's all for my alphabet and reading listening practice. Now let's move on to my app recommendations. The app recommendation, this one I already previously mentioned it in my previous video, which is called Line Dictionary. And sorry that I keep turning my head, but I'll read what it does directly from my computer. So basically, Line Dictionary includes a very good translation tool compared to Google Translate. Google Translate is not helpful at all. Use it only when it's an emergency where you're really stuck and you have nothing else to use, because a lot of the times it will give you the wrong word, or sometimes a word has more meanings than what you think to it. The second thing is that I would recommend you to use is Spotify podcast. There are plenty of Spotify podcasts where you can use to practice your listening and speaking, and one very good one is from Banana Thai, which I'll leave the link down below. Feel free to choose whichever one you feel more comfortable with. The third recommendation would be TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, all those social media platforms. Follow your favorite celebrities, follow your favorite Thai teachers. My favorite Thai teacher on these platforms is called @myThaiTeacher, which I've also mentioned before. And also follow your celebrities, see what they're posting, see their comments, read through the comments, practice listening to their videos, look at their texts that they write, and just practice from there. It might be not very helpful, but I think it's somewhere to start with. Free to do whichever method you feel comfortable with. And please remember, these are just my own personal tips. You don't have to follow them. You can do whatever makes you comfortable. Okay? Okay, Mai? So, you see how I didn't mention any books? Because there's very limited Thai books to use, many limited Thai resources to learn Thai. So the most frequent thing that I used to tell my friends is use the internet as much as possible. It's more dated, and it's like there's so many more options to explore through the internet rather than using books. Of course you can use books, but for me I prefer using the internet. So my final recommendation for you is, first of all, you have to enjoy the journey and you have to set yourself a target. Without a target, it will get you nowhere because you're just practicing. So every day set your target, like for example, today I want to learn 5 new words. Tomorrow I want to learn 10, the next day 20, the next day 30, blah blah blah. So this is the mindset that you need. Like every day I want to achieve something new, every day I want to practice something new. And then try to immerse yourself as much into the language. For example, when you're at the bus stop or when you're on the bus or MRT waiting to get to your location, put on your earphones, listen to some Thai news, listen to Thai radio, listen to Thai music. This will fully immerse you. Especially listening in Thai is not so complicated as you think. Many of the things are repetitive and it'll get stuck in your head quite easily if you immerse yourself in it. Immersion is basically the key for Thai. So guys, that is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope this video will be helpful for you guys who want to learn languages or Thai in the future. And yeah, so please make sure to follow my YouTube channel down below, subscribe, like this video, and turn your bell notifications on so you won't miss any video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.